In this week's Parsha, we're learning about the dividing the land of Israel amongst the 12 tribes. Which tribe got which part in the Holy Land was divided based on a lot. They drew a lot, and that's how it was decided. The lot was connected with the Urim Vetumim. Urim Vetumim is one of the holy garments of the Kohen Gadol, of the high priest. So the way it worked, to make a long story short, is that the Urim Vetumim decided what property gets to which tribe. If I may, and it's not real, but basically it was like a little tablet or phone or computer, and it did magic what we're having today. You put in something and it gives you the answer. AI, God forbid to compare it to science of today, that was a miracle, a miraculous event, a miraculous object, not scientifically built, which is also a miracle by God of where we are today, as the famous story, analogy that someone says to a friend, I don't know how these wireless phones are working. So the other one answers, and did you know and you understand how the wired phones are working? So everything is a miracle, but that was a supernatural miracle. Our sages tell us that there was something very unique in how that worked. A voice came out from the Urim Vetumim and announced which land belongs to which tribe. Why did God perform such a miracle? Who cares? Why did it have to be by sound, by voice? Voice recognition, text to voice. Why couldn't it be in a simpler way? The Rabbi explains that the reason that this is being done, even though we have a rule in the Talmud that God does not perform miracles in vain, but as much as possible we follow nature, and only when needed, that's when a miracle comes to happen. At the same time, God has chosen, Hashem has chosen to make this a miracle, and to make this miracle happen. Why? With a tremendous lesson. The lesson is that it's not only important how to get somewhere, it's not only important how to get somewhere, but it is also important how to get there. It is not enough to just to reach the end result, but how we prepare is also very important. So on a global and on the big picture, we all want Mashiach. And we all are ready for Mashiach if he comes, and when he comes, we'll be ready to welcome him. But to prepare for Mashiach, how we are preparing to welcome him, this requires work. That's harder, and a miracle is required. It is not to be expected that I'll earn a living without working for a living. It is not expected that I'll be a learned person and a scholar without learning, without studying, without preparing. The preparation is very important, and that's why the miracle in the tools in how the land was divided. We are now starting the 3 weeks of mourning, of reinforcing our faith in the coming of Mashiach, We need to prepare not only by morning, not only in a negative way, by fasting, but we need to prepare by activating one act of goodness and kindness. One added act of goodness and kindness will indeed change the world. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom.